Hi Flosstube, it is Helen D. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. I don't usually record on Wednesday. Today is July 21st. It's kind of hot here again, so I'm a little sticky, but it was now or never. We've reached the point of vacation where we have something like every day for the next 3 weeks to a month. Not like full out every day, but something. Tennis, eye appointments, dentist, you name it, it's all happening. So I thought I would come on today and do a video because, like I've said before, I never know. I never know in summer when it's gonna be. Today is pretty quiet. My son's upstairs. We just had lunch, so he's upstairs. We have tennis later. My husband is at work, like at work. They've gone back 1 day a week on Wednesdays, and this is his second Wednesday that he's been back. He forgot his lunch. He's out of sorts, not used to it. I wasn't used to hanging up his work clothes that I had to wash the last time. We just got back. I have stitching to show, but I have chatting first because we just got back from vacation. We left last Tuesday, first thing, and we got back on Monday, late Monday, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We went to visit my husband's family in West Virginia. They're in like the Parkersburg area right across from Ohio. Is it Marietta? I think, Ohio. It was the first time we'd left Maine in 16 months. So that was something. I don't think we'd gone more than 30 miles from the house, in all honesty, in the last 16 months, because we live in an area where you can get to a lot of stuff within 30 miles. Not that we even went to a lot of places here. So we hit 9 states, including Kentucky, like just a little bit of Kentucky, which was the first time I had ever been there. So that was a new state for me. It was the farthest west my son has been. John and I have been farther, but it was the farthest he has been. So we spent some time with my husband's family. His grandmother is still with us. She is 97. She lives with his aunt and uncle. So we visited with them and 2 of his 3 cousins. He only has 3, the 2 on that side of the family. I tease him because I have like a boatload of cousins. You need a big boat for my cousins. Whenever we go to visit them, you know, she's 97. It's a lot of just sitting and talking and working on puzzles. We went to the mall one day because it was air conditioned, and there's a store there that has old arcade games like pinball, Ms. Pac-Man, like that kind of old arcade games, and my son really likes those. So we did go there, but it's not a lot for him to do. So whenever we go on vacation there, we try to tack something on. That's fun. Well, one year we went to Niagara Falls, and he didn't actually think that was very much fun. So we were thinking of going to Hershey Park. When originally we were supposed to go last year, and we were going to go to Hershey Park. So then when we were thinking this year, when school shut down last year, you know, March of 2020, the Cincinnati Zoo did home safaris, and they put on a different one every day at 3:30, and they introduced all their different animals, and you learn so much about them, and we watched religiously. Like, we missed some, of course, but we watched them. So we know all those animals, right? We know them by their names. We know everything about them. So we thought, well, we're already most of the way there. Let's go to the zoo. So we went to the zoo. It was 3.5 hours, I think, 3 hours. We drove over on Saturday night, got in late, got up Sunday morning. We're there when the zoo opened, did the zoo all day, and then hit the road. No, we did not go to Keepsakes. They were closed by the time we got in on Saturday, and they don't open Sunday, and then they don't open till late on Monday, and we were like halfway to Pennsylvania, if not in Pennsylvania by the time they opened on Monday. So no, we did not go to Keepsakes. That just means I have to go back, right? Oh, there's tissue paper over here. It's gonna be, we'll see, I might have to move it. I have the window open, so it's gonna be crinkly. But the zoo was awesome. We got to see all the animals, and then we also did one of the behind the scenes, like the extra things that you can buy tickets for, because we thought that kid earned it. So we're like, here's what they have, you pick one out. So we did the VIP penguin experience. We got to go right, like we were in the exhibit, like we could see the people through the glass. We got to pat 3 different kinds of penguins that kind of came over to us. One of the little rock hopper penguins hopped right up, like on the rocks next to us, and then down. He was like sitting on my foot. So that was cool. And then one of the penguins, they bring them out and they use like a non-toxic paint, and they put it on their feet, and he made a painting for us, like they walk across. So that was really cool. I told my son that's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. We did see Fiona, but just her little hippo backside, because she was snoozing. So just her little hippo booty was all we saw of Fiona. And we couldn't see Rico the porcupine because, well, we saw his tail, also porcupine butt. He was sleeping and just back too. So we really wanted to see Rico, but he did at the gift shop. He picked out a really nice picture that we actually just this morning redid his room. So we put that up, we put the penguin painting in there. So it was cool. I did post some pictures on Instagram. That zoo was amazing. But now we're back. The cats did not approve of us being gone. We had someone come in, one of our neighbors, and she said I had to like go find them every day because they hid every day. There was lots of meowing when we got home. They're over it now, but there was lots of meowing. So one other thing that was really cool that I got to do was on the way down, it times out just right, and we did this the last time we were there 3 years ago. I get to have dinner with Misty Purcell of Luminous Fiber Arts because she lives in Pennsylvania. That's about how long we'd want to do in a day. So we left here at 7:30. I think we got in around 6. We did hit some traffic. So she met us at the hotel. My husband and son went to the pool, and Misty and I went out to dinner and caught up. And I told her it was the first time I'd been in a restaurant since everything shut down, which was appropriate because the last time I had been in a restaurant was with Barbie of Pedal Pusher and her mom and her Aunt Bee at Nashville at Needlework Market. So it was nice to kind of bookend that experience. And it felt really weird being in a restaurant, and then it was a thunderstorm and the power was going out, so we'll remember it. And Misty, I had given her a little gift and she gave me a little gift. She said it was partially a late birthday gift. So she gave me some of her beautiful fabric, and one piece is a new color, so I'm not going to show you because I don't know when she's releasing it. But the other one was a piece of her faded denim, which is a really pretty blue. And she gave me a long cut because she said she knows that I do like some of those, the Lizzie Kates or the other like Bent Creek Rose that are long, and it can be hard to find that long skinny. This back quarter of fabric, and it's still wrapped up, but it's got these cats on it. So I gotta find something really cute for that. And then she gave me one of those really cool boxes made out of the yardsticks, and this tomato pincushion that she made. She did such a good job. And these little, just another button company, and I love the pin cushion with the pin. So that's really cool. So thank you, Misty. It was just nice to catch up with her, and we were in there a while. You know, we hadn't seen each other in a year and a half. We've talked online and all that, but it's not the same. So that was nice. That was kind of my bonus for going on the trip. And I love that it just works out perfect that she's kind of right at that spot. So what did I work on? So normally every video I've been doing the last several months has been all about the stitch alongs, the gamer stitch along, the Wizard of Oz, and the Zodiac. When I was on vacation, I took a vacation from all my stitch alongs. I brought the Allison one, the Wizard of Oz one with me. I might have worked on it in the car just a smidge, but that was it. The gamer one, the Pixels That Made Us, the last section is out. It came out last week. But that was too much colors and switching for the car. That was too much for the car. So I need to get back to that one and finish it up. The last part of Wizard of Oz comes out later this week. So I need to finish that up. And I have not done July's Zodiac, and August will be out before you know it. So I need to finish that up. But I took a break from all sales. Instead, I thought I'll just kit up some new things and take them. I kitted up 6 Erica Michael strawberries and 2 other small pieces, because that's what normal people do, right? I'm on vacation for a week. I can finish 8 smalls. I cannot finish 8 smalls. I did finish 4 smalls. 4.5, really. There's a lot of stitching when we're at Granny's, and a lot in the car. My husband does most of the driving. He doesn't have much to do when we're not driving, so he just drives. And then if he gets crampy and he needs a rest, I take over. And I don't do well in cities, so he drives in the cities. So I'll show you what I've been up to. Some of them, like this one, do I know? I didn't print out the picture. Oh, and the little label I had. This is Darling and Whimsy Designs Quirky Quakers. Quirky. Yeah, it's her Quirky Quaker series. It's Bigfoot. I did Bigfoot. Here it is. I don't know what color. I want to say it's Under the Sea Fabrics Dryad. I know it's an Ada. I think it's a 16. It was from an ornament pack, and I saved the little sticker, but then there was a bug in the car, and when I put the bug on the pattern to flick it out the window, my sticker took off. So I stitched this and some sulky floss I had, and a couple of them were the blendables. So they're really, like that was the trees, and this one, oh, was the border. I'm like, did I use that one? I did. So I used all sulky flosses, and I think he's super cute. I would like to do, it's a set of 3. It's Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and it's people just driving by my house. I might have to pause. Hold up. They slowed down, they gawked, they kept going. They haven't turned back around, so they obviously were looking for someone else's house. So he is done. The other one that I got done that's not a berry, I've had this one for a bit and I've wanted to do it and I haven't gotten around to it. So this is Heart and Hand Leggy Swimmer. Cynthia Brew did this one and I loved it. This is from, it's an older one, 2010. So I did mine on a scrap piece of 14 count Ariel from Picture This Plus, and I changed the colors. And I made her a little less leggy. I'm gonna finish her as a pillow. So I kind of shortened her up, and I didn't do like that bottom where there was the base and it said fun. I just kind of brightened her up. I have that piece from Primrose Cottage. This is Hello Summer, and the colors are kind of similar, so I thought they could go together. And I also have these really cool buttons that I want to use on this piece. So she's done. It was nice to have some things on Ada for the car because some roads are better for stitching than other roads. Here comes the car again. I'm gonna spy. I have no idea who that is. So the other ones that I worked on were berries, because I've been all about the Erica Michaels berries. And from the comments from my last video, a lot of people were like, I want to do a berry. Do a berry. They're so fun. They go together very easily. I'm really enjoying them. So I'll show you the ones I finished. And then I also wanted to tell you that on my last video, a viewer, Maureen, told me that Needleworkers Delight is having a virtual class, an online class with Linda Stoltz, who is the designer. It's in November, like second weekend in November, I think. It's on their website, and I signed up. So hopefully she'll go over toppers. Like, I put the berry together, but I'd liked more tips on toppers, topper tips. So I'm signed up for that. So I might wait to put some of these together until then, so that my toppers will be as good as I can get them. And then a lot of people asked if I would do a tutorial. I can. It might be a while. I know Vonna has a tutorial. I actually just went by the directions right on the Erica Michaels website. So there are there's resources out there, but I'd be happy to do that once I have my topper tips. So I pulled out to start the Mistletoe Kisses. This is the one that I did on my last video, and it was on the 25 count, and it was huge. I should have grabbed that one to show you guys the difference, because here it is. Ooh, that light. Here it is on the 32 count. This is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana, and it's much smaller. So I finished this one. This one I used Aztec Red and 3865. And then I also finished Mistletoe Kisses. This one I used, is it in here? It's not in here. Oh, it is in here, hold on. I used a Victorian Motto floss called Christmas Ivy, but the DMC number is 367. So that's the equivalent. And that's Mistletoe Kisses. So those are both done. Go in my pile. And then the other one I didn't quite finish. Those are all my finishes. This one, Yikes Berry. This one I happen to have the called for color, which is Jewel from Picture This Plus, but I had it in an 18 count. So it'll be smaller, which is fine. I couldn't do the 18 count in the car. It was too bumpy in Ohio. So I had to put it aside, but I worked on it last night. Like, these are all kind of squished up. I might have to pick those out, but the rest of it, I'll finish that up. There's not much left. There's like some squirrely bits, and then the spider web. And then that one will be done. So that's what I worked on. A bunch of little smalls. It felt good to work on something different. Look at my list. The other ones that I kitted up I didn't bring down, but I kitted up 3 more berries that are all holiday, Christmas. So I'll work those in once I'm done on my stitch alongs. Yeah, giveaways. We have a bunch of giveaways, so we'll go through those. I knew I wouldn't have too much. So the giveaways from the last video, we had 5. The first 2 were from Carla at Cobweb Corner. So that was Turkey Bay. This one went to Barb Gunther, Guenther. I've already commented on everyone's comments. So Barb, this one went to you. I don't want to put stuff now. Bristol Berries 1 with the squirrel. This one goes to Wendy Kaufnian. Again, I already commented on your comment, Wendy. And then the last 3 were from Penny at thedailystitcher.com. Flag, the Brenda Gervais, was Karen Motzinger. The Snowman wool applique was Amanda May of Artist Designs. And the Christmas cheer, the Santa, was Jan D'Amico. So I've commented on your comments with my email. Just get back to me and I will get those in the mail at some point. We'll be out a lot, so hopefully I'll be out when the post office is open. Let's see. This week I also have 5. I have, again, 2 from Carla at Cobweb Corner and then 3 from Penny at the Daily Stitcher. So we'll start with the ones from Carla. I thought I'd be stitching more Halloween at this point, so I picked out some Halloween charts. Instead, I'm doing Christmas berries. So the first one is Silver Creek Sampler, Wicked Stitcher Society. If you're interested in this one, say which. I had to write down what I had you guys say. And then the second one from Cobweb Corner is another of those trucks. I love this one. This is Trick or Treat Truck. And you can say truck. Giveaway rules: be a subscriber, don't use the word giveaway, and please be over 18 so you can legally give me your address. And then from Penny at the Daily Stitcher, she is now carrying some of Priscilla and Chelsea's fabrics. So she gave me 3 half-yard cuts. These are all, I think they're Chelsea's checks. They're the checkered fabric. So what I'm going to do for these is, if you're interested in these, use the word checks, C-H-E-K-E-S, and I will just draw 3 names and just, you get what you get and you don't get upset. I'll pop 1 in each envelope. So thank you to Carla and Penny. And then Carla also sent me for myself to stitch, and I don't know if I'm going to get to it this year, but I love it. Teresa Kogut, Silo Witches Quaker. It's so cute. And you guys know me, I want to stitch it on purple. 166 by 168. They stitched it on a 40 count and it was really tiny. I wouldn't stitch it on a 40 count. I might stitch it on a 20 or an 18, but we'll see. So that is those. And then for purchases, I'm still waiting on all those little packages to show up from 123 Stitch. I know I told you guys what I ordered was 32 count Lugana, like some smaller cuts. They're all shipping at random times. Oh, I didn't turn the heat off, and here it is kicking on, but it must be for the hot water heater. So those have not yet sprinkled in. But I did get the biggest piece of fabric I've ever bought. I bought a half yard, a fat half of Mirage from Picture This Plus, which is this nice pinky purpley. This is what I think I'm going to use for Snow Queen from Mirabilia, because the whites will show up nice. It's got that pinky kind of undertone to pull out some of those lighter colors. It's a 14, so that if I wanted to do some of like the half stitches and the quarter stitches, I could. So that's what I went with. I contemplated using a Lugana, but something that big, I really want to make sure I love it so that I want to keep working on it. That's that. That's the end of my notes. I am so far behind on everyone's videos because we were gone. And summer on top of that. I'm woefully behind. I would have loved to have met some people in Cincinnati when we were there, but we were in and out. It wasn't in the cards. I think that's it. I should be back in a couple weeks. I think that's right when my son has camp. He's going to an ecology camp. Then my mother-in-law comes the next weekend, so I will be doing mother-in-law deep cleaning that week. School for us starts the end of August. That's it. Yeah, that is all. I hope you're all doing well, and I will hopefully see you in a couple weeks. Stay nice and cool. Turn on those air conditioners that I'm jealous you have, and I will talk to you later. Bye.